Hola, muy buenos días. El día de hoy, a través de este corto video tutorial, les estaré explicando cómo hacer o cómo escribir desde cero una historia, ¿listo? Utilizando todo este repertorio lingüístico que hemos ido adquiriendo a través del semestre, ¿ok? So, I'm gonna switch, recordando que estamos en un inglés B1, la explicación se va a dar en inglés completamente, right? So we're gonna start with the first one, with the first activity, which is watch a video. Right? So this video, we're gonna watch this video. Then we're gonna continue with the next activity, which is watch the video again, right? We're gonna watch the video again, and we're gonna work in groups of 4 people. We're gonna continue with this brainstorm moment in which we're gonna share the ideas with the group. We're gonna organize the ideas, right? And we're gonna develop a story. So we're gonna create a story from scratch, and then we're gonna start writing the story, right? So we're gonna start to write the story. Then we're gonna check the script. Now we can scan the dialogue. We're gonna identify some possible mistakes. Then we're gonna reread the test to find the changes. And then we're gonna start recording, right? So we're gonna use the tool Natural Readers in order to practice the pronunciation. And once we have studied all this pronunciation, we're gonna start sharing the story with a presentation, right? Then we're gonna do a self-assessment, and we're gonna do the feedback of the activity. So that's gonna be the activity. We're gonna start with the first one, right? We're gonna start with the video. So we're gonna watch this video, which is only 4 minutes long, right? So we're gonna start watching this video. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna continue with the activity. So for this next part of the activity, we're gonna watch the video again, right? We're gonna take some notes about it, and we're gonna work in groups of 4, right? So the idea then is to take some notes about this story, right? This activity is individual, and then we're gonna continue with the working groups, right? So the idea is for you to write these ideas, okay? And then we're gonna create this group, right? In order to share the ideas. So then we're gonna organize the ideas, and then we're gonna start writing the story. So for instance, let me show you. So guys, for instance, we can continue, we can start with a title, right? Called Brainstorm. So which ideas come to your mind when you see the title, the video, right? So we can, for instance, we can say humanity, right? Patience, right? That person is patient. We can also share this idea, empathy. This one. We can also say, for instance, we can think of a feeling. So how do you feel when you were watching the video? So you can also say, okay, so we have humanity, we have patience, we have empathy. So we can brainstorm, we can do the brainstorm of all these ideas, and using these ideas, right? Using these ideas, we can then create a group, and then we can organize the ideas in order to develop this story, right? So we're gonna start then, we're gonna start to write the story, which in this case will be, we can start with a title. Okay, so for instance, it comes to my mind, the grumpy grandma, right? So this is gonna be the title of a story, of our story. So we're gonna continue with this title. From this title, we're gonna continue with this story. So we're gonna have some minutes in order to create the ideas, in order to create the story, and then okay, so then after you have created the story, we're gonna identify the possible mistakes. Okay, so when we create a story, we can find some mistakes. So the idea for you to identify these mistakes. Then we're gonna reread the test to final changes. And finally, we can start our recording, okay? So finally, we can start this recording. So at the end of the activity, we're gonna do a self-assessment. So how do you feel sharing your ideas? How do you feel writing this story? What feelings comes to your mind when you think of writing a story, of writing this story? Okay, and then we can do the feedback of the activity. All right. So that is the idea. Thank you so much for watching the tutorial. Thank you. Bye.